Daniel Brendan Driscoll is only 18.
And tonight's racing is off as the guys settle into their nice, smooth freestyle stroke.
Again, we had this in the women's 800. These are all going to go out at a pretty fast here in the first 50 and get into their rhythm. I think as the race goes on, we're going to see different people leading and pushing it forward.
And the first 100, 200 really is about setting up that rhythm. I watched the footage from the Commonwealth Games last night, and I know it was a 200 freestyle, but you could see some really good underwater footage of Chad Leclose and James Guy, and that real high elbow. Like, it's so important that those swimmers are using their length, using their distance per stroke, and really capturing that water out front, and being as efficient as as possible, especially through the first 300-400 meters.
Every one of these athletes in the water here have done the work to get them home to the last 400, so they're all going to go out nice and strong and hold on. So there it is, 58-51 for one, and Andrew Megan from Aer Lingus Swimming Club is our first Irish, followed closely by Finn McWeaver.
Yeah, they can't really be going anything over 1 minute, 102 really to get under that 8:10, right? If all those add up through the 100, they'll have to, on average, be keeping it 101, 102s.
Well, I think they'll need to be going 101.
So good at mathematics.
101, not 102. So if they do 102, it's going to be 8:16.
There you go.
So,
I'm going to ask Siri how to add that up.
So they're going to need to be
range,
going in around the minute 61.
Yeah, we do have a range. The centre lanes, Driscoll, Curley, McGreever, all kind of like 8:24 and below, 8:13. So he's about 5 seconds fastest into the final, but that could switch it up. And right now he looks like he's going to be touching first at 200 and just over the 2 minutes. 201.
201.
There's a good cluster of them there. There's probably about, point one between.
Finn McWeaver there in 2:03.4, so that's a really good start for Finn McWeaver. 2:03 again, just to remind everyone, his target is 8:19.60, as well as Danielle in lane 7 as well. So there are two Irish junior athletes that are looking to get the European Junior qualifying time. Again, they're going to look for the World Youth Olympic Games time as well. So that's 8:18.60. So I think for both of these athletes, that's within reach tonight.
It is within reach, and it's a bit of pressure, but as we talked about the other night, you got to step up. I was speaking to Jeremy Lin there, the head coach of the American team that's over, and he's an Olympic gold and silver medalist, and we were talking about the kids, and they were saying, some of them will be happy with making Olympic trials, as in qualifying just for the Olympic trials. And he said when he was getting ready to get ready in 1996 for the 100 breaststroke, that was the last thing on his mind, was even qualifying, because he wanted to obviously go all the way through and dominate the event. So they have to really have that mindset of getting in and attacking the race, but also swimming it smart, that they don't burn out in the first 300-400 meters.
That again comes back to pacing, what they've practiced in training, and all these athletes are very well prepared. You're not going to swim an 800 if in a final of an Irish Open here if you haven't got experience.
Yeah.
They've all got the experience from regional competitions, national competitions, and then into the Irish Open, which is doubling up as the trials for the summer competitions.
And it's kind of a new event in terms of, it's been there, but it's not an Olympic event for men, right?
No, so the 800 is not an Olympic event for men, the 1500 is not an Olympic event for women.
Okay,
yes.
Okay. Do you think in the years to come they'll just even that out and put the 800 in for men? I think they do swimming at the World Championships though, right? So
yeah, they swim at the World Championships. I think, just as Finn turns there in lane 6, he turns on 4:10.20.72. So Finn will need to negative split this to get under the 8:19.60 for the European Junior Championships. Now he does seem to have picked it up a little bit, but we'll see as the race goes on. The second half is going to hurt for some of them.
Yeah, the second half is going to hurt. It's all about, like you said, keeping that control, and these guys, you know, I know they have the counters in at the far lane. You can probably see that from the screen that they're putting in the counters, but these guys will know exactly what they have to do. They're not going to be looking up at the wall and going, right, I've only got 7 lengths left. You know, it's pretty sure they know exactly how many 100 meters they have to go. So they will be switching up tempo, switching up the rhythm, and seeing if they can close out the last part of the race. You know, very few swimmers negative split, right? Like especially in the distance events.
Yeah, a few swimmers will try, but breaking it down the race, like when I swam 800, it was out 200 strong, then 850s, and then bring it home for the last 200. So
yeah.
Each of these swimmers in the water are going to have their own race plan. They're going to know it very clearly. And again, it comes back to training, pacing, what they have practiced, and like none of these are going to just trial something here today to see how it goes. They all know what they want.
So coming up to 250 meters to go, we have Driscoll leading on a 5:39, just ahead, about 2 seconds just ahead. Curley second. We have another American, Pavez, 5:42. So the Americans 1 to 4.
And then we have our Irish coming home. Finn McGuiver in lane 6. In lane 7 we have Daniel Whiffen. And in third, we have Andrew Megan from Erlanger Swimming Club. They're our top 3 Irish. Andrew is followed closely by Dennis Kilbride of New Ross Swimming Club and Jack Fleming from Lisburn.
And Whiffen closing in, so the 2 Irish fighting there for 5th and 6th position. And what I've noticed there is Whiffen is breathing to his right on the way down and left on the way up, so he's mixing up his breath just to see where he's at in that race. So Martin McGann over there representing the Lisburn club, shouting away, see if he can connect with his young charge and see if he can hold on for that last 200 meters.
This is where it's going to hurt. So the top swimmers are coming back. Just getting ready to turn the last 100 here, coming into the last 125 meters. And the Americans are really driving their swimmers home.
The American swimmers, you can hear the increase in noise there in the background. They're really cheering them on as they wave from the side of the pool. There's that magical bell. I never really experienced that. I don't think ever, maybe when I was a kid, but can you hear it?
Yes, you can hear that bell. And
ding-a-ling.
Once you hear that bell, they know. As you can see, all these swimmers have picked up their pace, picked up the speed of their kick.
Yeah.
And they're really knowing this is the last 100. They're going to give it all. Here's Finn McGuiver really putting his head down, really going for it.
Yeah, I do like a stroke once he returns, so that once he gets that breath, he really does put that head under the water. I'm a big fan of keeping that head in line with the hips, so there's not that kind of resistance building up. But switching up his breathing as well. But he has actually just now taken off and increased the lead from Whiffen. So we'll see when he comes back in the last 50.
Will he be able to catch Andrew from the NCSA in the last 50? He is driving it home.
Driscoll clear. Driscoll's going to be the winner. Looks like he's going to get under. He'll be about an 8:12, I believe. 8:12.1. 2 seconds later, we have Hayden Curley, 8:14.
Just under Brendan Driscoll's PB, so 1 second PB. Finn McGuiver, 8:23.90. Finn was entered on an 8:24.
So
that's a PB.
Small PB over the 800. You'll be happy. Any personal best is a personal best. So
absolutely, and don't forget we have Finn in the 200 fly later.